interesting. This talks about serenity. So the bottom says, be calm. Oh, good night, night owl. I appreciate you, hon. Good night. Sweet dreams. The bottom of the card says, be calm. Do you, for some reason, the first thing that kind of comes to mind is like, you feel like you maybe are like a third party in between, like maybe two other people's, like you feel like a third party to somebody's squabbles, or you feel like you are on the outside of someone's squabbles, but because of your close relation to them or proximity to them, like you become involved. Or maybe you're trying to like conjoin two people together, and that's, this card is kind of like saying like you have good reason for like doing that, like trying to conjoin two people that may be opposing each other right now. Like there's two opposing people that just don't see eye to eye, and you are involved in that situation. But I do see that you're trying to like keep the peace, like you're the peacekeeper and specifically in this situation, trying to like make them come together in like the best way that you know possible. I feel like maybe you have lots of ideas about how to kind of like fix the situation. Yeah, this is kind of how the card feels. Like you are the person keeping everything together, and you're trying to do it as calmly as possible, and you're trying to think of multiple different ideas and ways in order to accomplish that. And you know, it's draining you. I feel like you are kind of almost coming to the point where you don't know how to come up with any new ideas, and I do feel like it's draining. And I do feel because of the, you know, two opposing forces here, two opposing people, you know, there could be more than that, but you know, the card is specifically showing two. I do feel like you have like lots going on within your like auric field, so you have lots of color chaos kind of going on because you're picking up everybody's stuff basically. So like you're wearing this cloak, like this auric aura cloak of like colored chaos basically, because you're trying to you're trying to stay calm, but you're also, you know, just because of the proximity, you're also absorbing a lot of people's stuff. So is this a family member or like your parents? I mean, you don't have to share, but I am picking up like this is a very, these people are very close to you. Like you guys are of the same, you guys are of the same tree. Like these are your people. Like, because even the pendants all match. So like, I'm imagining this is kind of, this person here with the long hair, I'm kind of reading that as being you. And then you have two people here and you're all part of like the same tribe. It's family, yeah. So this card is kind of just reminding you to, you know, definitely want to be calm. So maybe when you notice, maybe try and pay attention to when you're picking up a feeling at random. Or maybe you can, are you aware of if you, can you tell the difference between your emotions and the emotions that you're absorbing from other people is really what I want to find out for you. Because if you can't, then that makes it hard. It makes it feel like you actually have those emotions when they actually belong to other people, which can kind of be why you feel a little bit of chaotic at times, and it might be hard to stay calm. Because I feel like, for the most part, you are a calm person. You're aware that you pick them up. Okay, perfect. So I won't worry about that. What I would do, though, have you ever made a shield of light around you? Do you know how to do that? Have you done that before? Like, imagine the shield of light kind of around you, and you tell yourself, like, this shield is, like, meant to, like, bounce off everyone else's stuff. Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be a daily practice for you. It's a new practice, but yes, I do. Yes, so this is, if it's new to you, it's going to be daily. This is gonna be a, you know, right when I wake up kind of thing. So, you can also do some, so what I have started doing recently is I'll do a chakra balancing meditation. It only takes a few minutes. And then right after that, I'll do a bubble meditation, which again only takes a few minutes. And then I'm good. Then I'm good. So I do them at the same time, one right after the other. There's even a tree in the background for like family tree. Hey Ghoulie, how are you, dear? Hope you all had a fantastic day. Thank you, Ghoulie. That's so kind, hon. That's so kind. Do you not feel responsibility with the ability to pick it up on it, to at least relate? I don't anymore, Project Gnarly, because honestly, I spent so many years of my life relating. I don't have to feel it anymore to relate to somebody. I've already felt those emotions for many, many years. I know what it feels like, so I don't have to absorb it to relate, because I've already been there. So, yeah, that's the best way I can explain that. Advice has said focus on myself several times. I feel guilty. You need to though, because honestly, their squabble, even though it's family, is something that they need to work out on themselves. And honestly, I always say this to everybody: other people's healing is not your responsibility. Other people's healing is not your responsibility. Everybody is here on the planet for a different reason. And once we realize that and we let people learn their own lessons in the way that they need to learn them, we allow people not only to have more freedom, but we also allow ourselves to not feel responsible for those people either. And we just can't be responsible for other people's healing. We can tell them. There's a difference between giving aid and feeling solely responsible. You can give aid still without feeling that burden of responsibility. It is not your responsibility to heal those people. You can be a light to show them how to heal, and you can be a light to remind them how much you care about them. But other than that, it's really not your responsibility. It's not. People have to do it on their own. They have to do the internal work on their own. And usually with the relationship, like I feel like maybe these two people are in a relationship of some kind, honestly, like, or something. Like whatever relationship this is, they have to work that out on their own. They have to figure out themselves and fix themselves so that they can also understand the other person better as well. And this is work they have to do for themselves and with each other. But you can definitely be a support. But I definitely have to agree, yeah, you need to focus on your own energy right now. You know, still be that, you know, kind, warm person. You know, if people need to vent, you can let them vent, but that doesn't mean you need to like absorb what they're venting to you. You know, And if they, you know, if they're trying to get you to pick sides or things like that, you know, just tell them, hey, I love both of you. I want both of you to be happy. And that's really all I want, is both of you to be happy, genuinely happy, and be healed of what's going on. And that can also help you keep the peace, letting those people know how you feel, and also kind of absolving any responsibility, you know, by trying to constantly come up with ideas to like fix things. Because the work is with these two people. The work that needs to be done is with them. And you can aid each one, but you're not going to be as good at aiding if you are a drained battery. Yeah. I'm going to ask the card if it has anything else to share with us really quick. For some reason, I'm picking up on like a gift of some kind. Okay, so I'm basically getting like angel or ancestor or gift. It's like on its way. It's like kind of, it's on its way, or it's already kind of like sitting in the area with you, or in your space with you. I don't really understand. Do you see any feathers? Have you seen any feathers around? Like randomly? That doesn't make sense for you to see one. I'm trying to like figure out what this feather's actually trying to tell me. Hey Luna. Hey Rad, welcome back, hon. You have seen feathers? Okay. There are angels that are helping you, and these people that you are, it was strange you saying that because I couldn't recall where. Okay, so those feathers are there to remind you that there are angels with you and with your loved ones, and they're helping as much as possible with the situation. So that is like another confirmation that you don't have to take on the burden. Like, let them do what they need to. They are really good at, you know, emotional stability, so you can ask them for help with that. You can also ask them to help your loved ones as well. Like, hey, and my loved ones are having a rough day today. I know you're probably already helping them right now, but I feel like I'm doing my part by asking your assistance further with this particular situation, and they will help bring that stability in. They're already doing that, and you might not notice, but those feathers that you're seeing and finding at random, those are your little symbols for that. There's literally like a little feather here, kind of like over your shoulder. There's only one, so it's not like the whole card has feathers all over it. So maybe when you see one, think about like, what was I just thinking about? How do I feel today? What is this maybe trying to tell me? Because usually it's a comfort thing. Usually if you've been down, or you've been questioning things, or, you know, you've been really stressed, that's when they'll kind of show up. But you have help. You have help. And you're not the only one. Don't feel like you are the only one, or solely need to be the only one. I hope that helped you, Marley. I hope that helped you, hon. Okay, perfect. Yeah, thank you.